said, I'm me, there's no one like me. Trying, deep down, you trying.
What's up? It's Paris Hart and Jason Williams coming at you live for another episode of the Love With Podcast. Today we have a duo that's dope. I'm telling you, we got the London-based, Grammy and Mobile nominated Jazztronica duo Blue Lab Beats.
Yes.
First things first, how did you get the name Blue Lab Beats?
Well, so my first bedroom studio was painted all blue. Obviously, this is like the second spot, so it's painted all blue again. And it's mine and David's favorite color. And like it was just a thing of like my dad would always come in the room and just be like, "Oh, this is the Blue Lab. This is the Blue Lab." And then like we wanted to be an instrumental duo, and we were just like, "Hey, let's just add beats next to it at the end."
Yeah. So coming into the music field, what was it like going from okay, I like doing music, I like the sound of it, to okay, now I'm doing this as a career? What was that switch like for you both?
Well, I think like I've always wanted to do. Actually, no, sorry. I wanted to be a chef before music, and then like from age 12, I was homeschooled basically. Yeah. So like my parents always wanted me to do like music from then, really. And then by age 15, then I got signed.
It's pretty early to get signed. You were ready to get signed at 15, you think?
Was I ready? Wow, that is okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yes and no. Very much that. I think it's like just, it depends with the people who you're signing with and stuff. Legally everything was really cool because obviously like I just had a thing in my contracts where it's like when I'm 18 a whole bunch of stuff can reset, which actually is a legal thing. It's a really technical thing, very hard to find because it's a very old school tactic basically. But yeah.
Dang. So you two met in the hallways of WAC Arts. What was that like when you two met, and how did you know that you two were gonna work in music? Was it like right off the bat, or was it something that was slow and steady?
Man. I was just playing beats in the lunch hall, and then David walks past. Yeah, and I was like 12, 13, basically. Yeah. So like me and David, we've been a duo for 10 years now. Yeah.
That's what's up. When working as a duo, what's something that you both learned about each other, like right off the bat?
Wow. I mean, this guy can just play many instruments, like just crazy amounts, really. I think like the most important thing, us duo wise, like at first it was understanding both of our spaces. Like, oh, okay, like, all right, so I'm really good here. David's really good here. Sometimes we can swap. But it's always about like, communication and finalizing that thought, really. Yeah. That's always been our formula, really, and just experimenting as much as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I can hear the experimentation get mastered in the way that you guys do the music. It's kind of like it reminds me of like jam sessions, right? Jam sessions with a little bit of like a studio kick to it, which is what I really like. It's kind of like you're in a jazz club sipping on coffee or whiskey, but at the same time you're in the dance club. You could be bumping a little tune to the music. Is that kind of energy something you guys kind of like do on purpose, or is it something like
absolutely, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Especially like when me and Dave were coming through like the jam scene era as well. We were going to like literally off like some of our friends' flats, like, and they would be illegally having jam sessions.
Literally any spaces that had live musical instruments, you probably see us there.
Yeah, literally. And I was like 15 at the time, literally breaking in places and shit, like like honestly, yeah, like it was mad. But like, I was always bring my drum machine there. And then obviously, first couple of years, because like bringing a drum machine is really weird at not traditional in jam sessions and stuff. So like some of the more popular ones and stuff were just like, oh no, you can't bring that in here. and then years later, I think especially when me and David got signed to Blue Note, they were like, oh wow, like you guys are this now. Yeah. Can you do a gig here? And then one time I actually turned up there and then didn't even bring my thing. They were like, wait, where is it? I'm like, and just smiled at them.
I am the thing, it's me. I'm here.
Yeah, baby, that's it right there.
So So you touched on working with Blue Note Records. When we have a lot of artists on here, some say that they like working with labels, some say that they don't. What has been your experience with working with the label?
We're not, we're not. So we signed a licensing deal with them, not a record deal.
Oh, can you break that down for the listeners out there to let them know what the licensing is?
Okay, all right. So if you do licensing right, basically a record deal, you sign a record deal, typically like a major record deal, typically, you can get 100 grand to £1 million deal or dollar deal, right? But then you're signing your music away for 30 years to a lifetime. That's what major record deals are normally. And when I mean signing your music away, I mean like you will earn like 10 to 15% for the rest of your life for that record that you signed, right? Even when you actually give back the money that they spent on your advance, right? Even with that licensing deal, you get your music back within 5 years. Or like, but so it's that, and then it's like, oh yeah, you can get a percentage in this area more than the label, or you can get a percentage in this area, or when an advert comes in, then you actually get X amount. And then it's like, oh yeah, you can work out, oh, okay, can they pay for every single bit of travel even if I fly to States, or even if I fly, West Africa, all of this stuff. So it's like way more negotiable. You control your music more, all of this stuff. Yeah.
So would you say that knowing that you wanted to make music for the licensing, would you say that it's a different feel than the music that you made before? I mean, granted, time passed, you had some mastery in between, but does the feeling of making music kind of change now that you're like, okay, this is kind of contractual instead of, okay, this is more like just because I'm having fun?
I think like obviously I don't really see the contract side as much, because like obviously like well, I mean, I mainly do the business side for Blue Lab. So like that was like 6 to 7 months of negotiation before signing that deal. People normally be like, oh yeah, massive label, all right, cool, yeah, let's just go right ahead. Or maybe a month. I let you every single detail, like, because my dad would bring me into meetings even before I even was thinking of doing music. He still brought me into meetings. I kept on hearing the words PRS, PPL, masters, publishing. So it's like I had this knowledge that's in the back of my head. And then especially for this deal, I was literally just like, you know what, like I just have to really think, and I want to own my stuff. So that's the thing. So yeah, licensing, definitely. I think licensing is a really underrated thing, because I think like everyone always aims for a big ass advance and stuff, and it's like that stuff it's nice, but like for the long run is because I've actually seen musicians get like a $500,000 deal, and then from their first album spent it all.
But it's part of the flag. It's like, yeah, like, look at me, guys, I'm on, and I get to tell everybody I made it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And it's like, and like with that level of money, it's like, it's so it's always scary, because it's like you're not used to that, Right. That's the thing. Like, so it's just like that's the thing. I just prefer owning my stuff. prefer both of us owning our stuff. That's the thing.
How important was your support system? How important was your support system and the people around you when it came to not only you creating the music, but you in the business line as well?
Well, I mean, like, so yeah, like with the business thing, like, luckily, I'm very, very fortunate. Like, my dad is, like our management as well, basically. And then like he's had experience in, music biz from 90s and stuff as well. Like he supported James Brown, Prince, done a remix for like Jay-Z and stuff. So it's like he's known his time, in music. But obviously, when I wanted to get into it, his thing was like, because like from age 12, I was like, oh, I'd love for you to manage me. He's like, ha, nice. And then he's like, listen, he's like, make 100 tracks and do 50 gigs. Let's talk then.
Mm. When did you get
I was
that
like,
50 gigs and 100 tracks?
Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. And then by 17, I did all of that. I was like, what do you think now? He's like, yeah, you're good.
But no management deal, huh? No management deal from Dad?
No, I mean, no. I still don't have a management deal. Like he manages us, but it's just, you know, like it's just very much the thing of it's like it's just very chill because he's just like, oh my son, you can do whatever, you know. But yeah. So yeah, the idea of managing, like that was what, like around 17, 18, basically. Yeah.
Dang. So being 17 to about to drop Motherland Journey, like how would you say your sound has changed, and how would you say that like you two have found your sound?
Wow. So
Like going to Ghana like played a huge factor. In
yeah,
that.
absolutely. Yeah. Going to Ghana, experiencing the club scene, because obviously, you know, the whole world has a very interesting view of how, you know, West Africa is, you know, and then it's like you go to Ghana, and obviously I'm part Ghanaian myself as well, and like my last time seeing family there was like 9 years ago. So then last year me and David went to shoot music videos and be in studio, but we experienced the club scene there, you know. That stuff's crazy. Clubs going on till 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. the next day. Yeah.
What? Nah,
And listen, it's the land of black people timing as well. People were napping at midnight before going out. They said, all right, I need a quick nap. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm trying to call them at 3 a.m. I'm like, yo, are we still going out? What's going on? He's like, yeah, clubs are opening now.
No, it's not. See, now over here in the States, we go places late, right? But we definitely go home by 4 a.m. 4 a.m. is a cutoff time. We don't want to see the sunrise, and I'm still taking shots in the club trying to bust a move.
Yeah. But like over there, literally, like we then arrive at a club, what, like 3:30, 4 a.m. Yeah, the place, like, it's not even packed. And then around 5, then 5 is like the main time. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And then
is different.
Yeah. And then like obviously a lot of the clubs are outside in Ghana as well. Like the good ones. A lot of them are outside, or it's like there's a lot of windows and stuff, right? From inside, right? So then you're seeing sunrise, and obviously like you know, bird song in Africa is like really fucking loud. Like nature is like just fucking beautiful there. So then you just get this whole energy of like, yo, this is spiritual. This is crazy. You know. And then everyone's just like, you know, turning up everything. It's crazy. You know. And then you're back home at like what, 8 a.m.
Oh no, that's different. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Listen, we learned then, man.
What was something that you kind of like had like the nervousness about? What's something that you kind of overcame from the start of your you know, overseas adventures, or at least out the country?
I mean, okay. So like, let me think. Well, something I noticed like whilst being on the road, you're saying like the huge difference. Obviously experiencing racism in like deep Europe, yeah. Like a lot. You experience that anyway in UK and shit, but like, you know, it's the thing of, you know, your tour management getting rushed down by police right in front of you, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, whole shebang really. And then it's like you're trying to get on the plane, and then people also trying to gaslighting. Trying to gaslight, just being like, you know, just straight up, just being like, oh, sorry, we just have to search this because, you know, you never know, there's a bomb. There might be a bomb in your case.
Keyboard case.
In a keyboard case.
They saw the keyboard.
Yeah, and they saw the keyboard. They were like, yeah, we just have to check this. And they literally said those words like in front of us, and we're just like, you know. So yeah, obviously, you know, so you see in that, and then like, yeah, and I think, what else? Yeah, definitely that. But obviously the thing that's, the good side, obviously then you're you know, you're experiencing a whole bunch of different, you know, food from like different cultures and stuff, and like especially like like when you gig in like Italy or something, the standard, man, oh my god, like of just hospitality and everything is just insane. Like there's like, you know, all these expensive wines, like like what's it, we toured with we did a gig with Thundercat when we were out in Italy once as well, and like that was a crazy experience.
Yeah, you work with a lot of big names coming up, Dua Lipa, Thundercat. How does going from hearing about the artists to then now working with them, how does that kind of like resonate with you? How does that kind of like happen? You know, what goes through your mind when you work with these kind of names?
Well, I mean, to be honest, like past few days have been crazy. Well, no, from yesterday it's been crazy. I can't say who we're working with like with that. All I can say is these he invented a really iconic genre, so yeah, that's all. And like literally it's mine and David's inspiration into why we make music. But yeah, so stuff like that, like that stuff like that's just really like just mad grateful for. And I think it's just to have the mindset of like, all right, you know what, like they recognize that I'm good at this, so like, all right, cool, I am good at this, you know, so we're both making the track together, you know. So it's just always that, because like a lot of the times, like sometimes you can just have this thing of like, actually, you know, but I know this person's this good, you know, and the moment you do that, you automatically put yourself there. So it's just like, nah, this person reached out to me, that means yo, like if they like it, like let's both work, you know. Because actually the other day we were working with Shabaka Hutchins from Sons of Kemet, you know, and he's like hands down one of the coldest, you know, saxophonists, like musicians, the coldest musician in UK at the moment, you know, honestly. So and that was such a beautiful session, and we made an entire track in 3 hours, you know.
Dang. Well, it seems like sometimes you work fast, but for writing Motherland, you seem like you guys took a lot of time preparing that and really bundling everything into the release. How was the creative process for that album?
The creative process. So like, it was like a lot of the ideas was what I wanted to happen in Voyage, so the album before this. But then there's just ideas that never made it on. And then what else? I think, it was just like this time we just wanted to experiment loads. We wanted to make sure we got it on a bigger label. And then the moment that we heard Blue Note wanted to work with us, which was like in just the beginning of 2020, we were just like, you know what, we've got to make this albums like for real, like, because this is crazy, like. And obviously it's just like especially when you go into the meeting rooms, like when me and Dave go in the meeting rooms are like Blue Note Paris, you know, you're seeing pictures of Miles Davis, this and this and this. I'm literally like, all right, this is everyone here, okay, like I have to have my A+ game, like this is crazy, you know. So yeah, with that, so like we're faster making tracks, like, you know, for example, like we did 70 demos for this record, you know, and then we boiled it down to then 17.
How do you guys work on, or how do you guys get through your like disagreements? I know that you probably have like different favorites of tracks, like what should go on and what should hold off. How do you guys have those kind of like conversations?
One of us walks out the room, just like angry.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. What like it's just very much like we just recognize like, okay, this half of the album, or like this amount of songs, it's like, oh yeah, this is my favorite, or the other half is like, oh yeah, this is David's favorite, you know. It's just very much that. I think it's just like it's like really rare kind of like really rare like brother vibe we have, really, because it's just like we have the exact same playlist like you know, like, and that's just from beginning really, you know, so it's just like musical taste and like musical influences, everything really. Yeah.
Dang,
Like,
well,
yeah,
who would you
so
say-
similar. Yeah.
influences? Who would you say some of your influences are?
So yeah, like, yeah, Thelonious Monk, John Coltrane, Herbie Hancock, Roy Ayers, Jay Dilla, Slum Village, you know, that whole lot. Obviously, Patrice Russian, yeah, Patrice Russian's a huge influence for us. Yeah.
Yeah, we love like Butcher Brown, Knowledge, Anderson .Paak. A lot of amazing people like Kareem Riggins, Common, Erica, D'Angelo. All these amazing people.
Hey, you said Common?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you guys go from extreme differences from genre. That's really like huge musical compass, and we just praise that because so many artists think that you have to listen to a one certain sound of vibe or one certain flow, and it's like the more people you listen to, the more your sound feels like it just comes complete. Like when you come to making a song and you pulled it from some of your influences, what's the signature Blue Lab beat sound?
Signature, I think whatever we feel at the time really, and that can literally be anything, and that's the beautiful part of music, you know. I think especially when we went to Ghana, we really felt that, we really learnt that, because when you go in sessions in Ghana, it's different because people are hella blunt there. Like if they don't like something, they are hella blunt, hella blunt. It's just like literally you'll be playing a drum pattern, they're like, this ain't it at all.
And you even
like,
let me
"Alright,
get to the
cool."
good part yet.
Yeah, literally. They're like, yo, this ain't it at all, bro. You're like, what? I'm like, wait, I've just like been working on this for 10 minutes. He's like, no, like make something like you just feel straight away. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, next thing after that, like, well, yeah, for me and Killbeats, yeah, it was for Motherland Journey, you know. And then like, yeah, after that, and the funniest part was that was Killbeats co-producer saying that. So it's not even Killbeats, it's the co-producer. He's like, hey, no, this ain't it.
The truth comes out, huh? That's how you really feel.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, that was it. I'm like, no, this ain't it.
Would you say that you guys prefer performing like gigs and jam sessions, or do you prefer performing your songs again, like on stage? Like, what do you feel like gives like a better vibe, or what do you feel like more naturally inclined to do?
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, you know, pandemic's been happening, so so I guess then obviously we went to so many jam sessions, like because what happened in like UK, obviously it was like, okay, stuff slowly opening up, so technically you can look at live music outside, sort of thing, but not like in clubs for ages and ages. So then people were like, oh yeah, let's bring a power generator and have a jam session in a park. That's what happened a lot of the time in London, yeah. And then, yeah, obviously, what typically happened was, you know, you just saw a lot of angry Karens and Darrens just being like, oh my God, there's so many black people in the park just like playing their instruments. And you're just literally like, yeah.
One of them like got out their phone and call the police.
Yeah, so
the
many
jam
times.
session ended off quickly.
Yeah, so many times. And then the person who ran the jam session actually even got a note from the person who runs the borough in London, the borough that we were playing in, and literally was just like got a letter saying we could actually do this officially, and then police still came, even with proof of that, you know. So all of that. So then that closed off. So if you're saying, yeah, like a year and a half, like I've loved going to jam sessions, like especially like my finger drumming and everything's improved so much, like for the past year and a half. And plus with jam sessions as well, I've been able to like go back to back with drummers and stuff. So just like having conversation, it's like good knowledge really with that. But you know, now a tour's coming up now, you know, and I'm just like, I want to play our music, man. Like really, really do.
Is there any specific venue that you're excited for?
I think hopefully like obviously we've been speaking a lot to Blue Note Tokyo. So I'd love to play at Blue Note Tokyo. Definitely that would be incredible. What else? What else? I think like, to be honest, me and Dave, we played in a lot of our favorite venues already. I think you know, a dream one would be Coco. That would be amazing. Yeah, that's like it's a really legendary one in Camden, North London. Yeah.
Dang. So what else do you got planned for 2022?
Well, we're gonna be working with a lot of crazy artists. It's annoying I can't name drop, but like that's literally in the thing. We're having a meeting with them tomorrow on Zoom, and like just discussing, and like literally me and David, we've just been processing this collab, honestly, from the moment we heard it yesterday. It's nuts. It's nuts. Like
I nearly had that heart attack.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
I only just turned 28, so it's like I'm glad I made it past 27.
Yeah.
But like, let's not have a heart attack.
Yeah, no. Legit. Yeah, it was mad hearing that. So yeah, a lot of we're having we're what's it Koji Radical. Yeah, we've got a track with on Koji Radical's album featuring Masego as well. That's going to be dropping I think April or something. So that's dropping, so really excited about that. Like and like that track originally, it was a track me and David did like 4 years ago, and then Koji heard the beat and was like, yo, this has to be on my album. And it was just like a small demo thing, and then Koji going on it, Masego going on it, then the string sections on there, horn players, and I was just like, me and David were like, this was just a 1 minute demo. What? You know, so a lot of crazy features. Obviously, you know, the album is dropping real soon as well. So you know, that's the vibe.
Where can our listeners follow up with your releases so they can stay on top of you guys?
You know, so you know, our Instagram, of course, which is just, you know, Blue Lab Beats. We do stuff on TikTok, barely, but we try. You know, try and understand that whole algorithm right there. And you know, so all of our stuff, we post it on like Instagram mostly, really, but like to listen, you know, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple, you know, a lot of the main platforms, really.
And any singles that you specifically loved, or like, this is the one you have to listen to on Motherland Journey?
That It with Kiefer.
Yeah, That It with Kiefer, like that was definitely like that was a favorite for sure.
And like Labels with
Labels. I think like a Warp. There's a track called Warp on there. That was like the most challenging track to write, because like I was fake, like me and David did that in one take basically. Like that was crazy. Like even me finger drumming, none of that's looped. It's like I did the whole thing one take. And finger drumming to click is the weirdest thing ever. Drumming to click, okay. Like drummers had to adapt to that. Like no, finger drumming is different. Because you have to be really tight with that. So that was an experience, definitely.
So if you want to hear some technical music, you guys want to get into the sound of, I want to say the sound of the future, because honestly, there's no real genre. You guys are pioneering a sound right now, and I really dig it. And I know that our listeners are gonna really like it too, because honestly, if people higher up in the industry like it, people up in the jam section are liking it, people in Ghana like it, you know you're gonna like it too. So definitely check out Blue Lab Music before it's too late. You feel me? Before they're big enough. You want to say you were there at the beginning. Trust me.
Facts. And we just want to thank you. Thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you for being on the show.
Yes. We are Blue Lab Beats, and you are watching the Love of It podcast. Let's go.